Good morning and welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection, our daily inventory where we can check in with the universe, see how we are, and our reminder to take a breath. So, how is everybody today? I hope you are having that amazing, amazing day. Taking that breath here. So I need to thank Maureen again because, I'm a very serious tarot reader. So I really have gotten to the point where it's like just a few decks that I use. But every morning I come over and I see all these other decks I have. And it's like, I just never used them. Good morning, Karena. How are you? And Maureen, so I don't know, Maureen, if you caught me talking about you, but it's like talking about how I never use the other decks. Well, so this has been the week to use other decks, and this week I am using today, I should say. It is the Violet Tarot. Come on. Why are you struggling here? Oh, it must be because of the coloring. Yeah. Wow, it can't adjust to the colors. So anyway, that's the Violet Tarot. Yes, it has gotten hot, Karena. Oh my goodness. Which to me, that's like, makes my little life complete. But the Black Violet Tarot is, this is actually somebody local here from Washington, D.C. They also created a Ouija board that goes with it. It's a unique deck. I really like it. Again, it's just I get into that routine where I get used to using particular decks. But this is our reminder to take that chance and have our feet flat on the floor and not think about the heat outside because it's nice and sunny. Feet on the floor, butt doing the kitty dance. Shoulders, get them in the appropriate position so we can breathe. So much easier to breathe when the shoulders are relaxed. And our neck. And then listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. So we can turn that light switch on that says, let's check in with the universe, see what's going on for today. There are no coincidences and everything's an omen. So even right down to picking which deck. These are all things we pay attention to. So, let's see what we have here. Bet you this. Yeah, see, there you go. So it is the Black Violet Tarot. And without the light shining directly on it, it comes up much better. No, I always meant to use this deck. Local and Ouija, but yeah, I know. Okay, so our chance to check in with the universe, or as I like to say, where the universe holds up that mirror. And a lot of times we just don't like looking in mirrors, do we? But the universe holds up a mirror. And whether it's meditating, whether it's yoga, whether it's just staring at a candle, when we are not comfortable, we know it when we go quiet. That's why it's like listening to the High Priestess card. And so when the universe holds up a mirror and asks us, what do we see? That's where we're really checking in. It's like answering the question, what do we see? So I'm going to make our 3 stacks. Each one a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, It's like each one of these is a different path, because this stack will lead down one conversation, this a different path, and this one going in a totally different direction. So, look at how that looks on that black velvet. Talk about black velvet. I mean, this is black violet. Black violet. Did I say velvet? But, looks weird on here. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. That's really kind of cool. It's reflecting. So, with that, I am going to take the bottom stack, which is what I like to think of as things that are underneath that could be influencing us and we don't even realize it. And I'm going to do our 3-in-1. Not sure if you can really make out the bottoms of these. There it goes. So it's a very pretty deck, and it's all black and white, so it's definitely unique. So flipping each card over like they're the pages of a book. And our first is the 9 of Wands. So wands are our fire, our creativity, our passions, our actions. And in numerology, go from 1 to 10. We're almost at that 10. We've reached that finish line. It's like we put in the time, we put in the effort. We even have a little bandage on our head here that says, "Wow, you know what? We've accomplished something." But you know, sometimes when we finally last night I did a flank steak. And so this is why I say that the minors are just day-to-day cards. You know, I had to sit there and didn't even have all the ingredients, but I had to start marinating at 1 p.m. and trying to figure out a recipe where I didn't have certain things in the house. Got that together. Then I scrubbed the grill. Then I had to cut the, and it was just a lot of work. And by the time I got done, I'll tell you what, I think I put 2 hours into a simple meal. Talk about a minor card and being day to day. But that's what I'm saying. It's like when we do these, this is our day to day stuff. And it doesn't have to be this big, oh, I've accomplished, my life goal of going to around the world in a balloon. The 9 of Wands can be, you know what, I just put in 2+ hours scrubbing a grill and making food. And, wow, that was just something. So, this is just that effort we put in today when we feel like, wow, at least I accomplished something good, bad, or indifferent. And the next card is the Queen of Swords reversed. So, here we have the Queen of Swords, and swords are the element of air. So, look at that. I love how she does that. With the butterflies. And the sword, nice and upright, because queens are the element of water. Queens are the ones that are nurturing, empathetic, taking care of the kingdom, making sure things are taken care of. And court cards can be us, somebody else, or just part of the situation. But when we have the Queen of Swords, I call this the tough love card, because swords are about ideas, thoughts, seeing things clearly. And with the Queen of Swords, it's about, yes, I see things clearly, but she's not going to judge things just on the facts. She's nurturing, she's understanding, normally. Unless it's reversed, when maybe we don't like what we're seeing, we put in all this time and effort, and then puts us into a bad mood. But let's see what the next card is. It's the 4 of Pentacles. So, Pentacles are home, health, finances, and all the things that keep us grounded. Talk about grounded here. So, Maureen says, she's a hard rain going to fall. So when we have the 4 of Coins, with coins being home, health, finances, and all those things like that. And there's like, fours are stability, like the four legs on a table. So sometimes we just kind of close ourselves up. Sometimes it's one of those things where maybe we put in the time and the effort and it's like we're done. It's like we just become that conservative that, so far this is just about not really having a very fun day. So as we look at this, let's think about those times where, whether it's work or whether it's home or whatever, it's just not fun. We're not putting the joy into what we're doing because it's a lot of work, and we're just not, this card right here, we're just not in the freaking mood. It happens, right? So we're covering wands here, which is our passions and our fire, all that effort. Swords, which are our intellect, our thoughts, and our brain, where we're just our brain. And then coins, again, home, health, and fun. So we're covering multiple aspects of who we are. But this is the advice card today, which is the Eight of Swords, which is when we get... So eights is about progress, moving forward. We're close to 9 and 10, but swords, again, are our thoughts, our ideas, and our anxieties. So here we are. This is about when we get so wrapped up in our own thinking that we don't realize, and she's blindfolded there, but she's barely wrapped up. If she chose to just kind of shake her head, the blindfold's going to fall off, and she'd easily be able to get out of this. But sometimes we just get so wrapped up that we don't even realize it. So today, this is about, and keep in mind that court cards could be somebody else. You may be watching somebody else go through this, and maybe they can't see the situation because they're the ones that are blindfolded. And maybe this is about reaching out today to somebody who might be feeling like this and helping them take the blindfold off so that they don't feel so stagnant and just standing still. Or if it's us, again, it's, I'm about to go to work. I've got a really busy day going on here. If I've anticipated just how tough my day is going to be, I've already put the blinders on. I've already figured out how the day is going to be and how I'm going to feel at the end of the day. So why wait till then to just know that I'm just going to be so stressed out? Why should I wait till the end of the day when I can start stressing now? So, for today, it's about taking the blindfold off and just asking, do we really want to get all that wrapped up in it? Did I want to get all that wrapped up in cooking last night? Or I actually could have stopped for 10 minutes and relaxed and said, you know what? I'm going to make this fun. So I'm going to go take 10 minutes and get my boom box out and connect my phone up to it and crank up some Led Zeppelin and just let the neighbors know what I like listening to. But I didn't take the blinders off last night, did I? So that's us today, taking the blinders off and deciding to crank up some Led Zeppelin when we really start feeling stressed. So with that, thank you again for everything. And I will be back here again tomorrow. Take care, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow.
Stars in the sky, cards in my